So our sisters at Big Cabal announced that they laid off 19% of their workforce. What happened there?
Okay, so we're talking about harsh economic realities.
Okay.
Yeah, economic conditions. I think it's eating everybody. It's eating everybody in East and in West Africa.
Okay.
So they recently announced that they laid off 19% of their staff. I think the most affected is the part of the company called Citizens. So yeah, I think that's just it's the current reality for most companies, not just in Nigeria but in Africa and I think the world at large.
Yeah, but I find it weird because Citizen was already picking up, and they were doing a lot of shorts on YouTube.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that they are making the money. Though I saw something about their revenue increasing in H1. That's 180% increase in revenue.
180%.
Yeah.
And they still had to lay off.
Well,
that's tripled revenue. Almost triple.
Yes. So, I think from also what I read, okay, it also talks about the product. I think something related to product market fit, trying to find their revenue stream for citizens. They need to figure out what they need to do to make money. So, yeah.
So you didn't clarify Big Cabal is the parent company of Tech Cabal,
Zikoko, Citizen,
yes. Then Tech Cabal inside. So is it just Citizen that was affected, or sprinkle it?
Citizen was the most affected, but I think maybe touched some other parts, but Citizen was the most affected by the layoff. Yeah.
Wow, I don't feel comfortable talking about other media companies. So when I see media companies announcing that this other media company has shut down, this other media company has laid off, I'm like, you could be next. Why are you making noise? The media business is tough.
Especially, it's tough everywhere, but it's tougher here.
It's tougher in Africa, yes.
It's tough, but Big Cabal has raised some.
He raised $2.3 million.
Yes, so but you now come to wonder, okay, what's happening with the raised money and all that,
So what I think is, in the media business, right? Okay, no, let me not say media. I don't want to talking like what.
You want to speak like an entrepreneur with 7 years experience. Come on.
I don't know anything.
As a refcom.
But what I think is, yes, they raised money, but probably say Citizen didn't pick up fast enough for their runway, right? Say they had 6 months, right, and it's looking like okay, yes, things are going well, but we still need 10 months before we start generating money, right?
Yeah. So
the raise might have taken them to that position where okay, they are gaining some traction, but it has not gotten them. It can't get them to let's start generating revenue. You get what I'm saying? And there are other publications, right, that have developed well. So they don't want to, if they decide that okay, let's leave things going, it might touch those other ones. They might have to now sacrifice some growth that they've gained in those ones just to give Citizen the amount of time it needs to finally take off and start generating enough revenue to support itself.
Okay, so I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? But when they were raising the money, they didn't even mention Citizen in the announcement.
True.
So it's for the entire group, right? So, but yeah, like you said, it makes sense. So, but do you have any parting shot for Big Cabal or every other media operator? No. So this is the thing, right? There are few media companies that are actually doing what Big Cabal is doing in Africa. Yeah. Big Cabal, Tech Premier, Steers, Tech Next. Business Day, they're not many, right? And the fact that the media landscape is difficult, that was what has given rise to a lot of brand envelope journalists. You see some CEOs of media companies will even tell you that your press ID card is your meal ticket. So that is how terrible it is out there for media professionals. So for the few companies that are actually trying to do this well and even pay the journalists well, I think we should give them a
thumbs up. Yeah.
A thumbs up.